Hey guys, third video in the same shirt. I think it's a record. Hi guys, it's me, Lexi, and I'm here today to do a December wrap-up in January TBR. Alright, so the first book I read, well, not necessarily the first book, but the first book in the stack of which books I read in December. Yes. Is Iona by Allison Goodman. Basically, this is about the sequel to Eon, so I can't tell you what it's about. On Goodreads, I gave this, I think, a 4 out of 5. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, these books always, the writing style confuses me because there seems to be a lot going on and stuff, but I did enjoy the story. Then I read The Lost Prince by Julie Kagawa, and holy crap, this book is amazing. Not gonna lie. So good. I'm pretty sure it's the first book I read this month. Just wow. I want the second one and I want it now. Then I read Evermore by Alison Noel, and very good, very, very good. My friend Taya is reading it right now, and she will hopefully like it. I apparently gave it a 3. I probably gave it a 3.5 on Goodreads. I also read this month Choker by Elizabeth Woods, which I will link the review I did of this book down below. I believe I gave it 3.5 or 4 on Goodreads. I'm not really sure. Let's check. 3.5 probably. It was good, but I wasn't, just the biggest issue for me is I just wasn't that into it. Like, I wasn't like, I have to keep reading, keep going. I was just like, oh, this is pretty good. End of story. I also read this month, I just finished last night, Lullaby by Amanda Hocking, the sequel to Wake by Amanda Hocking. I don't know if you can see that. Wow. This is very, very good. I'm very impressed by this book. I want a title and I want it now. And then I read Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers, which is like huge. Holy crap, 4.5 stars. The only thing that I had an issue with was the fact that it was just, I mean, some parts were like really confusing. I didn't know who was who, and I didn't understand like the point of what was going on or like the politics and stuff behind it. But the more I read, the more I loved it, and I'm very disappointed that the I believe, anyways, the main character of the next book is Sabella and not Ismay. Very disappointed in that. Dark Triumph is the next one, or Dark Triumph, excuse me. So yes, but if you have not read it, don't be intimidated by the size. Just go get it and read the crap out of it. Do it. Also, books that I do not own physical copies of, which will be pictures, whatever. Yes. 5 Flavors of Dumb by Anthony John. I gave this, I believe, a 4. It was good, but it wasn't like fantastic. But the more I read, again with this one, the more I loved it. It's about a death row, which I did not know, and I think death culture is pretty fascinating. So I reread Avalon High by Meg Cabot as well. I believe this gave us a 4 out of 5. This is one of my favorite books, though. I just love the story. The movie was awful movie, but the book is just so good. It's just, I don't know, I just really like it. I also read Such a Rush by Jennifer Eccles, which was one of my favorites this year. I will link my favorites video down below as well. I finished A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin this month. 4 stars again. I'm a little confused sometimes. Loving Will Shakespeare by Carolyn Meyer, which I read in a day. In 2 hours. I just sat down and read it. It was really good. I want more Carolyn Meyer. There were just some parts. I don't even know what my issues were with that book. I mean, it kind of comes down to like the Joker thing where it was really good, but I just couldn't get absolutely into it, and I think there were some issues I had with it, just not being fully amazing, but other than that. Those were the books I read this month, and now on to my January TBR. Okay guys, so for January, I am going to be doing some school reading, and some reading for my challenges. Well, my readings for my challenge, so yeah. I'll show you my school reading first, which is not the complete play of So Please. But Antigone, I don't even know what it's about, but yeah, it's 50 pages. It's not going to be that big of a deal at all. Then I'm going to be reading A Spy in the House by Y.S.C. Glare. I'm reading this for my A to Z challenge. Obviously, it's Y. Other books that I hope to get, well, I'm just going to move on to the ones I'm definitely reading for you. Beautiful Redemption by Kimi Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I got this for Christmas from my mommy. Or maybe it was Santa. I think it was from Santa. This is the fourth and final Beautiful Creatures book. I'm so sad they're over. But I'm very excited to find out what this is about. I believe it's told in dual perspective from Ethan and Lena. I mean, it's just Lena. I'm not really quite sure. But I want it. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I knew I was going to love this, so I was going to wait for New Year and read it with something good like I did last year with Tahara Matthew's Shatter Me. So that's what I'm going to wait for. And then I'm going to hopefully finish Fear by Michael Grant. Then some of these are just books that once I get through those, I'd like to get to quite a bit. Unwind by Neil Shusterman. I can almost guarantee there are noises. I can almost guarantee this will be read this month. Almost, because I'm not ever 100% sure. Because you guys know how well I am at singing on TBR. Don't you know that? Then hopefully I'll also get to Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, which has been on my TBR for 5 months. Every month since I got it. That's pretty sad. Not gonna lie. Also, I'd like to get through Firelight by Sophie Jordan. And then, hopefully, if all else fails, I will get through at least the prequel in this sucker, My Soul to Lose, because I've had it forever and I haven't even read one story in it, so I feel really good about that. I know Amber Pepper loves these, so I'm pretty sure I'll love them too. Other books that I have on here that I'd like to read are Reached by Ali Condi, the third and final book to match, which is on my A to Z challenge. It's C, so hopefully I'll get to it. Maybe it's A. I'm not actually sure. Also Looking for Alaska by John Green. Also on my A to Z challenge for G. Magic Under Glass by Jacqueline Dollamore under my challenge for D. And Vixen by Gillian Larkin, which is also on my A to Z challenge probably for J. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next year. Maybe this is next year. I don't even know. Bye guys.